Hi everybody, it's Anya, and I'm doing a series of videos about my dance milestones. And by dance milestone, I mean things that when I implemented them, I became a much better dancer because of incorporating this or integrating whatever the milestone was into my body, into my life, into myself as a dancer. So, the milestone I want to talk about today is learning anatomy. And my milestones happened in, particular order, and I would say they're constantly evolving, but this is just the one that I'm choosing to do next because as long as you can get a hold of a good anatomy book or even look online, it's something that a lot of people can do pretty easily on their own. So the reason that learning anatomy was so useful to me was that I started being able to understand in a more visual and physical way what my muscles were doing. I went to a massage school where we focused a lot on learning our muscles, where they were, which muscles overlaid other ones, how they were attached on the body, what actions they performed in the body. So I started learning how to make my body do the things I wanted it to do muscularly and also to some degree with my skeleton. And this just radically improved my dancing because instead of sort of vaguely trying to get a body part to do something, I could understand up here which muscles I needed to call on down in my body and then make more of a connection with them. And they were then able to do the things I asked them to do because I knew where they were, what they could do, and how they could help me. I also knew what things weren't really going to help me. So I also became aware through learning anatomy of some unhelpful habits I had that are really common to a lot of people, but I realized that they didn't actually help. So for example, one thing is a lot of times people think if we lift the shoulders that it will lift the ribs. But guess what? The shoulder is independent of the ribs. So I started to understand how to make my ribs move and let my shoulders go along for the ride, but without having to let the shoulder lift at the same time. And that was just purely from using learning anatomy. So anyway, a book that I think is really, really awesome that I recommend, especially for dancers, is this book called Anatomy of Movement. It's by Blandine Calais-Germain. And this is an older edition. The newer edition looks a little bit different than this. But anyway, it's a fabulous, fabulous book for dancers because it shows dance positions and muscles being used in dance movements inside. It's also really well written. It gives you enough detail to understand how the muscles work, but not so much detail or technical information that it's overwhelming for a layperson. So it's a great, great reference. You might be in your library or just go order it for yourself. I don't know if you noticed, my copy has lots of little flags in it because I refer to it so much. It's really, really useful. So this might be a really useful thing for you too if you want to improve your dance, is go learn some anatomy. Learn some anatomy that's going to be useful to your dance style. So for example, just quickly for belly dance, I learned a lot about the muscles of the torso, the abdomen. I also learned the arms, the legs, the hips. I learned a lot about everything, to be honest. But I focused on understanding the muscles of the torso and the hips for belly dancing, and that was really useful. All right, I'll see you in another video about my dance milestones. Bye for now.